Hi, good morning everybody, from close and far, whoever is listening. A pleasure being again together. We should always be on happy occasions together. We are coming now to a very special holiday, the holiday of Shavuot. I'm sure we'll find some time to talk about it too. But just let's mention one little line regarding the parsha of this week. Even though this week, as we know, we have two parshiyot, Parshas Behar and Parshat Bechukotai. And in Israel, they have only Bechukotai. This is the week that we are uniting back with the land of Israel, because last few weeks from Pesach on, we were reading different parashiyot. This week we are combining again together. So let's do one line from the second parasha of this week that applies to us over here and applies to the people in the land of Israel. So let's get united already now when we're learning. So as we know, the second parasha, Bechukotai, this is, God says, in Bechukotai telechu, if you will follow my rules, my laws, and as Rashi said, Bechukotai means telechu, you will follow, learn Torah. We're not going to get into this right now. And that God says, I will give you many, many blessings. One of the great blessings that God talks about is the blessing of rain. As we know, Israel was a place that always needs rain. Today too. But as I know, thank God this year, they're having plenty of rain even after Pesach. That's a little questionable if that's a good thing. Not getting into it right now, but it's plenty of rain. But as we know, Israel, there's a Gemara in Ta'anit full of stories about certain years that had problems with rain, and that's a big bracha when God says in this sixth parsha that He will give us rain on time, especially for the land of Israel. It's very, very important, the bracha of rain. And as we know, we say this also in the Kriyat Shema, the second parsha, Vayayim Shomoa Tishmau. So we'll learn over there too the same thing, that God will give us the rain. So see with all this is the real bracha of God. We'll learn also in the Torah, when they came out of Mitzrayim, God says, you're coming into Israel, it's a different kind of place. It's a place that we wait for rain, the importance of rain. The beauty of this bracha is that the rain comes from heaven. When the rain comes from heaven, you know it comes from God. God is the one that gives you the rain. And that's the beauty of this bracha. That when we find a connection to God, and God gives us with abundance the rain in the land of Israel. And that's what God says in the Torah, different between Egypt and Israel. Egypt, they don't have rain, so they don't see the connection so much between the person and God. Israel is a place that we always wait for rain, so we see the connection between us and God, that we ask for rain and God gives us. And this is, again, the Parsha says the same thing. The Parsha comes and tells you, you'll do what you got to do. I will give you my bracha, I will give you the rain. So we got to say that, thank God, Hashem loves us, and He loves us in more. We see this year that we see all this rain coming down. But there's many stories about, as we said, sometimes there wasn't rain. I just want to share one of them, and this was in Jerusalem, the place I come from. And there was one year that there was a drought, that no rain. They're missing the rain. That happens, unfortunately. And there's a beautiful story about that year. Around the place of Jerusalem, the outskirts of Jerusalem, there was a farmer, a Jewish farmer, as really a farmer, not so knowledgeable, but a great fellow. He didn't know how to pray, he didn't know how to learn, he didn't know the laws, he didn't know Shabbos. But he would have make up that he would come every week to sell his goods in Jerusalem to the people. And that day they would come in, he would go to the rabbi, or the rabbi would give him a calendar for the week. What day it is, what you got to do, if it's Shabbat, if it's Chag, if it's a special day, if it's unfortunately not a special day. He would give him the entire calendar. And he would follow it as a real good Jew. And then the week would be over, he would come again to Jerusalem to sell his goods that from his fields, and again he would go to the rabbi would give him the schedule of the week. This week we have a Monday a fast, This week we have on Thursday Lag BaOmer, and so on and so forth. He would give him the entire schedule. And he would follow it as a simple, good, fine Jew. And even the rabbi had a very close connection. Once a week the rabbi knew he's going to come in and he's going to give him his calendar. Apparently it happened one time he comes into Jerusalem, if it was at the day of the week or the day before, and he goes to sell his goods, and then he goes to the rabbi's house again to get his schedule. When he goes to the rabbi's house to get his schedule, the rabbi is not there. This woman answers the door and asks, "Where's the rabbi? We have our weekly get-together." The woman says, "Sorry, the rabbi is in the synagogue." "The synagogue? What's going on?" He says, "He's there." So he goes to the synagogue to find the rabbi because he needs a schedule for the next week. He doesn't know what to do. And he comes to the synagogue and he sees the synagogue is full of people. What's going on? He knows it's not a holiday. It's not on his calendar. So he's asking some people right outside of the synagogue there. He says, "What's going on? Why is everybody in the synagogue?" So they tell him it's a fast day. We're all fasting. And by the fast day, we do a special prayer. That's why we all here. Poor fellow gets devastated. He didn't fast. He ate breakfast. He ate lunch. The rabbi didn't give it to him in his schedule. That's the fast. He's a simple Jew, but he gets very upset. And he just zooms through the synagogue and goes over to the rabbi and he starts crying. And he says, "Rabbi, he didn't tell me it's a fast day today. It wasn't a part of the calendar he gave me. What I ate today, I did peshe, I did a sin." And he's like devastated. The rabbi tells him, "Calm down, don't worry, it's all good." He said, "Why could it be all good?" To make a long story short, the rabbi says he's not calming down. He says, "Let's go outside the synagogue, I'll talk to you." He walks outside with him in the middle of this whole thing because he sees the Jews like so devastated. And the Jew again cries, "Rabbi, I was told it's a fast day today. He didn't tell me nothing. When I ate, how could such a thing be?" So the rabbi tells him, "Don't worry, it's okay that you ate. It's not a fast day for you. It's only a fast day for the people of Jerusalem. Well, the reason we're fasting today is because we're having a drought. And when it's a drought, the rabbis get together and we decided to make a fast day to pray to God that God should give us rain. But you don't live in Jerusalem, so you're not obligated to fast. You live in the outskirts." He tells the rabbi, "I don't understand. But there's no rain, what do? You fast? You make prayers, what are you doing?" He says, "Yeah, that's what we gotta do." So he says, "Rabbi, I'm a farmer. And I need rain all the time. You know what I do when there's no rain? I stand in my field, I turn my hands above to God, and I say, 'God, give me rain.' And the rain comes down. I don't fast and do all this." She says, "Really? That's what you do?" So, "Yeah, come, I'll show you." And as the rabbi looks at him, he turns his hands above and his eyes above to God. "God, the people of Jerusalem need rain. Just give them rain." And guess what? It starts raining. The rabbi looks at him and says, "Are you a farmer?" He says, "Yeah, I'm a simple person. I just talk to God." The rabbi says, "Go home. You really don't have to fast. It's all good with you." The simpleton of the outskirts of Yerushalayim, he had always the bracha of God. Just ask and God would give him. And this is what we'll learn in the 6th parsha. We gotta be connected. Behar-Bechukotai telechu. Stay tuned in with God, and God will give you in abundance. We are connected. We have to be even more connected, and God should share all His blessings in this parsha on all of us. And as we know, most of the blessings written there, this will be in the time of Mashiach. So let the real blessing come to us, and Mashiach should come, and we shall see all the blessings of God. Every of all, a good Shabbos.